Greetings, ladies. Welcome to Lady in Waiting. This is Kathy Washira. And as usual, I'm happy to be back to share with you. And I want to take this opportunity to welcome our new subscribers and even viewers. It's your first time, and I pray that this channel is a blessing to you. And today I'm here to answer a question from one person. Someone sent me an email and is asking a question. And the question is that the person that she's interested in or she has been seeing is HIV positive, okay? For people who don't know what HIV is, and I think most of us do, is it's a condition called human immunodeficiency virus. It's a virus that attacks the body, okay? That attacks the body, not just the body, but the body immune system, okay? And HIV virus is acquired through sexual intercourse, okay? And it is the HIV that later develops into AIDS, and AIDS is now what, and especially advanced stage of AIDS that kills a person. But we also know that with a lot of science and a lot of pharmaceutical improvement, there is a lot of protection, and there is also medicine that people take that makes them live longer, you know. But even as I'm saying this, please, I am making it very, very clear, I am not a HIV activist, neither am I a doctor, neither am I an advisor concerning HIV. But I'm just going to advise you from general knowledge that if not all of us, most of us know. And of course, if you just do your own personal research, even on the internet, or even just ask your personal doctor, I think what I'm going to tell you is basically what they're going to tell you. And of course, this girl loves the person. And this is a very difficult question to there is no direct answer, okay? There is no direct answer to it. This is a matter of just personal decision and compassion, because in everything, marrying anyone with a condition, whether it might not be HIV. It might be someone who has a disability. It might be someone who has cancer. It might be someone who has even sickle cell. There are so many conditions that people have that would make someone or anyone hesitate to want to marry them. And that is why such issues you have to approach with a lot of compassion. And this is just a personal decision, you know. And the only issue with HIV compared to most of these other conditions is that it is acquired, or you are infected through sexual intercourse. And we all know that marriage involves sex. So chances of this person infecting you is there, you know, though there is protection, you know, that one can take. And that is something that please go and confirm with your doctor. Don't confirm with Catherine. Catherine is not a doctor, but from research, I know that there are some, you can take medication to protect yourself, and there are many ways you can protect yourself, you know. So I would not want to be the, don't take my word, okay? Just go to your doctor to help you in this matter. And I also know that there are many couples, and I know many couples who they say they're called serodiscordant, where one is negative and the other one is positive, and they've lived like that for very many years, and they're doing well, okay? So HIV is not transmitted through saliva or sweat or body fluids. The only way HIV is transmitted is through blood or what is it called? Or semen or vaginal fluids. That's the only place it is transmitted, okay? So and even as I'm saying this, I want you to know that there's a lot of advancement that has taken place to protect people from people who have HIV. And if this person, I also know that if this person takes their medicine the way they're supposed to take it, chances of them infecting you is very low. But as I'm saying, don't take my word, go and take your doctor's word, okay? And even as you're making this decision, I don't want to mention your name. As you're making this decision, I also always tell people the same thing I tell people concerning any other difficult question concerning decisions to get married. Book of Luke chapter 14, verse 28, the Bible says, Luke chapter 14, verse 28, the Bible says, "For which of you, intending to build a tower, does not sit down first and count the cost, whether he has enough to finish it?" Because if you don't finish it, people will laugh, you know. So that's the same thing I will tell you this situation. If you're going to decide to go ahead with this person, and as I said, that is a personal decision, and I am not an activist, I am not an advisor, I'm just speaking from general knowledge that most of us, even as I'm speaking, know and have. There are things I would advise you. One, go see a doctor, and better still a HIV specialist, so that they can sit down with the two of you and explain to you what you're getting into physically in cars, okay? So that even that will help you to make a proper decision, okay? And of course also see a counselor, because sometimes things can go wrong, you know. Always it's good to see a counselor to let you know what you're going through, and also just the stigma from society, because I don't know if other people know, and if they know and you decide you're marrying this person, how are you going to handle that stigma, you know? And of course, if you're going to go ahead, protect yourself at all costs, you know. And then after you've done all this, then make your decision. We also know that children born with parents who are HIV positive, both or one, many of those children, if proper medical procedures or medical decisions are taken, these children turn out to be negative. So you don't, we are living in a world today that is a little bit more advanced than it was maybe 15-20 years ago. So whoever I'm speaking to, please just that is a personal decision. Of course, in everything concerning life, I always have compassion, and I'm not saying you make the decision out of compassion, but I also want you to understand that conditions are conditions. There are people, different things, you know. There's someone marrying a man with a disability, marrying a woman with disability. We've seen that all over the internet, you know. All these things, people have applied compassion, you know. So if you feel that you're still being led, just go and see a medical expert, specifically that has to do with HIV, and they're going to advise you how you can protect yourself. They can advise you what you're getting yourself into medically, you know, so that now you can now make an informed decision. That is what I can advise you. But at the same time, I pray that God is going to give you the grace to also make the right decision, because sometimes sometimes we are led to people who would normally would not, you know, but God can give us the grace. And I pray for you that if that is your decision, may God give you the grace to make the right decision. And even if you decide not to continue, I pray that you will not feel guilty, because again, that is not an easy decision. And that is my prayer for you. And in case of anything, you can always contact me for prayers, not for HIV, okay, because I'm not an expert in that. But for prayer, I can pray for and with you. May the Lord bless you, and may the Lord keep you in Jesus' mighty name.